2022 isn't looking good for Canon cinema cameras. The two 8K cinema cameras and the 4K cinema camera rumored since mid-2020 aren't anywhere to be seen. However, the Canon C200 Mark II is starting to firm up. Details coming up, but first, I encourage you to subscribe and choose all notifications so you're kept up to date on the latest camera news and rumors. Canon Rumor says that they've been told that in 2023, we're going to see an introduction of multiple Canon EOS cinema cameras. And this is really good news. The Canon C200 Mark II coming in 2023. Wow, it's been a long time since we first saw the C200. It was released back in the first half in May the 31st of 2017. That's how many years? 5, 6? Well, let's count. So 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. And if we're getting in 2023, that's a staggering 6 years since the Mark I came out. 6 long years. So is it going to be worth the wait? Well, yes, it is going to be worth the wait. And that is just going to be one of several cinema cameras that are supposed to be coming out in 2023. And I know since mid-2020, we've had 2 rumored cameras, 2 8K cinema cameras, a Super 35 and a full frame, as well as a 4K camera capable of 240 frames per second. So the C200, let's focus on the C200. It's going to have the same image sensor as the Canon C300 Mark III. It's going to have the same connections, components, more or less, although there will obviously be some updates. And this is really good news because the C300 Mark III is a very, very good camera. It's a solid camera. I would love to own this camera. It's going to be a truly amazing camera. Some of the other specifications, of course, it's going to have time code. It's going to have SDI terminals. But here's a big one. It's going to have you can easily interchange between EF and RF mount lenses. So essentially, you can hook on EF lenses, and then if you want to put on an RF, you just remove a little adapter that Canon's supplying, and good news, you can use those RF lenses. So over 100, something like 107 EF lenses you have access to, and of course, all the new RF and RFS lenses will be able to be adapted, or not adapted, will be able to be mounted directly on the C200. Now, there's no mention of whether this adapter is something they're going to charge a little bit extra for, or if it's going to actually come bundled with a camera. I think they should bundle it with a camera. What do you think? I think it's really, really exciting. But cinema cameras, we really haven't heard an awful lot of. Back in 2020, we were hearing a lot of rumors about everything, and it looked to be an exciting year. Yes, we got the R5 and the R6, and it really showed the marketplace that Canon was serious about mirrorless, about full frame mirrorless. But when it's come to cinema cameras, sure, yes, we did get the C300 Mark III, and yes, we got the C70, but there were many more cameras like the C90, the C5, the C50, 2 8K cinema cameras, a 4K cinema camera, and they were rated as a CR3, so it came from multiple sources. This was something that was planned, but due to many reasons that you're well aware of that I'm not going to waste your time going into, things have been delayed. So 2023 looks to be the year of cinema cameras, but based on what we're hearing from Canon as well, the Canon EOS R1 is likely to debut in the same year as well, and the most likely time frame to get cinema cameras is right around NAB 2023, of course, and I don't know what time of year it's going to be. For most years, it's been running around October, but recently they moved it to April, so is it going to be April next year? I haven't checked the website yet, but I would keep an eye out for NAB, and of course, the Canon EOS R1. I don't know. I could see them announcing it sometime in January, but I could also see it going to, well, May or June, or who knows. The Canon EOS R1 is becoming very elusive. It's like that snipe hunt. You keep looking for it, but never find it. And the Canon EOS R1, we know it's coming. We know they're working on it, but we've heard nothing in terms of rumors. And this is really key because rumors have a way of finding themselves leaking out. And when we start to hear rumors of Canon cameras, that helps give us a time frame of when we can expect. And everybody who's looking at getting the R3 keeps thinking, well, wait a minute, maybe I should wait and see what the Canon EOS R1 is going to be because we know it's coming. So a lot of people are kind of holding off. They're waiting to see what this camera is going to be, to have an idea of the price, to have an idea of the specifications, to see if it's worth waiting, or maybe the Canon EOS R3 is the right camera. If the Canon EOS R1 comes out costing something ridiculous like $79.99, then the R3 at $59.99 doesn't seem so ridiculous anymore. But we'll just have to wait and see. I'm really excited to see what 2023 is going to bring, but that's not it for 2022. We do have a lot of cameras coming out. Not a lot in terms of cinema cameras, but we've got the EOS RP replacement, the Canon EOS R Mark II, We've got a Canon EOS R5 high megapixel camera that's also rumored to be coming out. And who knows what else. And of course, an astrophotography camera that's most likely 2023, could be late 2022. We just don't know. This is a rather niche camera. It's a camera that's going to be around for many, many years. So if you don't like the Canon EOS R10, you're probably going to be disappointed. But if you want to stay up to date on the latest camera news and rumors, go ahead and subscribe and make sure, and this is very important, you choose all notifications, because by choosing all notifications, as soon as I publish a video on the latest camera news and rumors or a review, you'll get notified by YouTube so you can stay up to date on the latest camera news and rumors. That's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you again soon.